Last year was the first year that the Chennai Super Kings didn't make the playoffs. Till then, every single time that they've been around, excepting for the 2 years that they were not in the tournament, they have made it to the playoffs. Last year, they started off on the wrong foot itself with one of their prolific batsmen, Suresh Raina, making himself unavailable at the very last moment after having gone to UAE. Then Harbhajan Singh, another experienced player, also pulled out because of the COVID pandemic. And so two stalwarts were suddenly out of their team. And it was a blow from which they didn't recover. They started well in the tournament, but somehow they just slipped. And also the fact that they had to struggle with some of their own players being sidelined because of COVID before the tournament started, and so were not 100% fit, is probably the reason that the CSK had their worst season in the IPL. So what is going to be the state for them this time around? Well, it does look a little bit difficult, because when you look at some of the additions that they've made to their team, I'm not too sure that they actually have added more value to the team. And so it'll depend again on Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Suresh Raina to do the rescue act for them like they've done time and again in the past. Young Ruturaj Gaikwad was very impressive last time around. He started badly, but he came back brilliantly, scoring a half century in just about every game that he played after that. And then there are two youngsters who have made giant strides in international cricket in the last year or so. One is Sam Curran, who almost took England home to a series win in the final one-day game at Pune with a brilliant unbeaten 91. And there is Shardul Thakur from India, who also has come on brilliantly in the last 6 months or so as a test cricketer, as a limited overs cricketer, as somebody who comes in and bowls very well, very cleverly, mixes it up very nicely, and then with the bat can tonk the ball around. So yes, Chennai Super Kings do seem to have the players who can turn it around for them, turn it on for them. But again, it'll depend a great deal on some of their seniors. There's Faf du Plessis as well, and how they all combine is going to be the key. But like in earlier times, you could say that CSK were always in the reckoning. This time you can't say it with any certainty. If they win, of course, they'll be popular winners as always, because they've always been well liked by just about everybody, including the opposition. Because their captain is such a cool captain, and they play in the spirit of the game. So all the best to Chennai Super Kings. Hope MSD has that one last miracle to pull out. Not that I'm suggesting this is going to be his last season, but one big miracle to pull out and take CSK to another title. That will be really something.